people. We are now in video number 2 for the new TC. I call them tank series pedals because they're built like a tank. And I'm gonna go through some of the stuff in every single video because I got to. So this is the pedal. This is what they look like. It's not the Cinders. This is the Cinders is over there. What are you talking about? Compared to the old or digital series, tone print series pedals, they are considerably bigger, they are wider, they are higher, they are thicker. Everything is just bigger. They're not small pedals, they're a freaking tank. They're made out of 2 U shapes, one metal like this and then one bent like this, put together. Super mega sturdy screws on the sides. Nice rubber feet that you can peel off for Velcro. You might not even need to peel them off, which is kind of cool. Big ass, thick knobs that are very solid. A non-clicky foot switch, which is cool. Definitely high quality components, the way that it feels. Everything feels sturdy. You have top mounted ins and outs and 9-volt input. It says DC 100 milliamps. It's very likely that these pedals take less. All of them say 100 milliamps. It would be very nice if TC actually told us what they really take so that we can realistically plan our board. Because this way, when it says 100 and you trust that it's 100, you're going to use up a full 100 milliamp output on your power supply, even though you might be able to chain 2 or 3 of these pedals together. Talking about chaining them together, because of the top mountability, it's very nice to actually smack them right next together on your board, save space that way. So yes, the pedals are bigger, but no, you can actually save some space by putting them right next to each other because they're top mounted. That could be a nice bonus. Now I need some coffee. Whoa. So next up on the chopping block is the Cinders Overdrive. According to Toro and the official TC video, this is a very nice, warm and creamy overdrive that is very dynamic. Well, the Barum Copper Top will take this to the test, which is, this is a guitar that has a black limber body, so mahogany-ish, maple neck, flame maple neck, and fretboard. It's a very, very nice guitar, built by Isaac Baruman. We have Graphtec ratio tuners, and we have 4 seasons pickups, both of them push tappable, which is very nice for loads of cool sound. So right now we're going to start in the neck position single coil, and we're going to take this thing through the AMPETE 88S switcher into a couple of amps, because I can do that now because Peter Ahrens is my new freaking hero. Peter Ahrens from AMPETE enables me with this amazing box to actually just switch between different amps. So later on I'm going to go into the Ditto X2 looper, play a little loop, have the Cinders right in front of these amps and go into different amps, different price ranges. Different ideas of amps generally. So, here's my clean sound. Into right now the Carl Martin Custom Shop 50, which is a very sturdy amp, loads of headroom, made for pedals. That's the whole idea. Point to point, hand wired. That's going into the Torpedo Studio on a 412 cab. And we're gonna engage this thing. Was it engaged? I think it was. Did you see it? I didn't see it. Let's do this again. Ah, that's cleaner. Sound doesn't change too much there, so low gain is very possible. I'm playing. It seems there's a lot of slowly ramping up gain, and right around here, the 2 o'clock mark, all of a sudden the gain goes up quite a bit. So this is not necessarily a linear gain knob. And all of a sudden it comes in. Let's go in the bridge position. Overdrive, let's see, we're gonna go right here. Tone knob. Very subtle, not major changes, but nice enough to tailor to your amp. Whatever. So let's go center on tone. This is, let's say we're calling this more overdrive right here. I'm thinking we're almost in distortion territory here. We're gonna play a loop. So let's see how that sounds in front of a whole bunch of different amps. I'm going to point and you're going to get the whole idea. Always going through the same cab with the Cinders. The only thing that changes is the amp. All of them right now on their clean channel. Let's go through the amps without the Cinders, just quickly. Here we go. So there you have it. The Cinders through, I don't know, 5 amps, I don't know what we had. Clearly, the frequency spectrum changes. You know? So I don't know how close any of these can get to your amp, but at least you get an idea. Thank you, Peter Ahrens, for this amazing switcher. So, what do I think? I think the series is very sturdy. Clocks in at $50, $49. You definitely have a higher quality feeling than standard budget pedals, Chinese pedals, in that price range. They feel better than your average Joyo pedal, K-Line, Moore, Hot Tone, whatever they're called. They feel like a brick, okay? But this is how they feel. Question is, how do they sound? Well, here's the thing. All of these pedals, except for the Rush and the Fangs, the metal distortion and the booster, or the other way around. The Rush is the booster, the Fangs is the metal distortion. Other than that, 11 of these new 13 pedals are revamped Behringer pedals. Behringer, for you Americans. Which means they are pedals that used to be a little plasticky, shitty thing made in China. And Behringer said, hey, go ahead and revamp them, put your technology, put your heads into it and see what we can do. And it is said that they've upgraded components. And definitely this switch is good. The knobs are good. The chassis is no longer a plasticky thing. It says TC Electronic on it, which makes us trust the box. Yet, the sound of the Cinders does not convince me. It is said in their advertising that it's a nice and warm sound. It absolutely is not. It makes the signal colder. It makes the signal less alive. It makes the signal sterile in a way. It kind of feels like a plexi pedal in the way that it actually takes a little bit of the warmth in the mids out instead of adding to it. Now, if I threw a to-be screamy kind of pedal on the table, you would notice that your mids come out and it gets richer and warmer in the mids and less low end. I don't have the feeling, it's not a to-be screamy pedal, but it simply doesn't warm up your sound. It's cool, it's a cool rock pedal, yes, but it doesn't hold what it promises in terms of making it warmer, making it creamier. It does make the sound cooler, colder, harsher. When I switch back to the clean sound, I can feel the roundness. I turn this on, it takes the roundness away. So if that's what you want, for $50 you're getting a very solid pedal. It doesn't, to be honest, it doesn't really impress me. I like the quality, I like the top-mountedness, I like TC Electronic, I like all this. It's not a pedal that I would use as my overdrive. I actually seriously think that even in that budget price range, when it comes to overdrives, there are alternatives from Chinese brands, and there's quite a few of them. A lot of them do a beautiful Tube Screamer clone. This might not be what this is trying to be, but again, it's not. It doesn't flash me. If you like what you heard, that's your thing. Go right ahead. More to come. There are some gems in this series. The Cinders, for me, not one of them. Okay, see you guys.